Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. Brunswick, Georgia is home to FLETC, and if you're watching this video, it's likely that you just got orders. You're moving to Brunswick, Georgia to either work at FLETC as an instructor or maybe come here as a student. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video, is what to expect when moving to Brunswick, Georgia for FLETC. Now, I'm not going to talk about FLETC specifically too much. You can rely on FLETC to get that information there, but I am going to walk you through what it's like to move right here to Brunswick, Georgia. Hi, I'm Cassie along with Horizon Realty, and I help individuals and families just like you relocate right here to coastal Georgia. So if you're thinking of making a move, reach out to me. All my contact information is down in the description box below. Seriously, I get calls, texts, emails, whatever you prefer. Please reach out to me. I would love to help make that move easier for you. All right, let's dive right in. We are going to be talking about what to expect when moving to Brunswick, Georgia for FLETC. All right, so let's just talk about your different options. So as a realtor, I typically encourage purchasing a home versus renting a home, but everybody has a unique situation. I am not here to try to persuade you into buying versus renting. Do what is right for your situation. I do know that FLETC gives a pretty large rate, either per day or whatever. So if you prefer to go the rental route, just know that that's totally valid and you can do that. But if you're going to be here for a little bit of a longer assignment, say 3 to 5 years, then it's definitely, not a bad idea to consider purchasing right here in Brunswick. So we are going to go over about 5 different neighborhoods. Basically, I'm just going to highlight an area that could be of interest to you when moving right here to Brunswick to work at FLETC. Now, as an ethical realtor, I cannot steer in any way based on status, employment, anything like that. So that's not what I'm doing here. I'm just pointing out a road that has a lot of neighborhoods on it that is very close to FLETC. So take it for what you want. That's all I'm doing here. So I'm actually going to pull up the map in just a second, and there's an area that I know you guys are going to want to see because it's going to put you 5 minutes away from the north gate of FLETC, which if you want to go home for lunch or anything like that, then you'll really love this area. But before we get there, let's just talk about where FLETC is located. So if you do your research, you'll actually find that FLETC is located in Glencoe, Georgia. It's really weird that they did that. It's Brunswick. It's in Brunswick, but they decided to make it its own little thing. It even has its own zip code, 31524. Nowhere else in Brunswick has that zip code. Even North Glen, where I am going to show you, is 31525. Now I know I'm spitting out numbers and that probably means nothing to you, but if you're confused looking at that, just know that FLETC is in Brunswick. They just gave it its own area titled Glencoe. So that is where FLETC is. It's really on the northwestern side of the county of Glenn County in Brunswick. So I am going to pull up the map and we are going to go up and down North Glen, Harry Driggers Boulevard specifically, and I'm going to point out about 5 neighborhoods or so that may be of interest to you. Now, these neighborhoods, you're looking at getting in maybe the high 2s. And they'll range from the high 200,000s all the way up to even, the high 400,000s, maybe low 500,000s, depending on the neighborhood. But one thing specifically about this area that I think you guys will really like, especially if you have children, is it's really close to the North Glen Sports Complex. Now, this is an amazing park, and if you have kids that play sports, this is where all the rec games will be played. So there's football fields, there's soccer fields, there's a dog park, there's 2 playgrounds, there's a 1-mile paved walking trail around a lake. I think that lake, I know it's stocked so you can fish there, but I think you can also let in, if you want to kayak around the little lake, you can totally do that too. It's a really nice park. There's, I said the playgrounds, but there's pavilions out there that have tables. You can rent those out for parties. There's a dog park, there's a skate park, there's tennis courts. I think they play pickleball out there. So it's literally got everything. And this is on Harry Driggers Boulevard, where I am going to show you. All right, let's turn it over to the map and check it out. You should now be looking at that. Okay, so as you can see, FLETC is all right around here. So I went ahead and pulled up the map of Brunswick, and here is FLETC. So what we're primarily going to look at is North Glen. And so if we go over, let's see, if we go over this way, you'll see Sam's Club right here. Let's just use that as our starting point. So you can see how close this is to all of the shopping. So we've got Sam's Club, Academy Sports, Hobby Lobby. This is where Chipotle is. Highway 55, there's Tropical Smoothie, there's a Hooters, there's a Cheddar. So you got a lot of your restaurants right here. So if you go down Canal Road, it's going to take you to an intersection of Canal Road and Glencoe Parkway, and you'll keep going over that. If you were to go down Glencoe Parkway, that's where the FLETC North Gate is going to be. So this is Etheridge Drive right here. This is the FLETC North Gate. So just for reference, when I tell you it's about 5 minutes down the road where I'm going to talk about, that's where it is. And that North Gate is pretty much right across from the Golden Isles Airport. And then you've got Coastal Pines Technical College down here. But anyway, we're going to go down this way. So back down Canal Road, it then, after you go past Glencoe Parkway, turns into what's called Harry Driggers Boulevard. And that is the main road that we are going to be talking about. This is North Glen, Brunswick area, and this is where a lot of the neighborhoods are that I think may be of interest. So up and down Harry Driggers Boulevard, it is lined with sidewalks. So you'll often find families and individuals walking their dogs, running, riding bikes, all that fun stuff, because they actually have sidewalks that go all the way up and down Harry Driggers. So not only is it lined with sidewalks, but it is lined with a couple of neighborhoods. And you can find some new construction homes in these neighborhoods, but they are all well-established neighborhoods, so kind of a mixture. You might find a few new construction homes within these neighborhoods. So right over here is Eagle Crest, and that is one of, that's the first neighborhood that you'll find over here on Harry Driggers Boulevard. And then if you keep going down, you'll see Golden Isles Baptist Church. Over here is the cottages at Fox Run. These are really nice duplexes, and you can find 2 to 3 bedroom duplexes here. There's also the Retreat at Grand Lake Apartments. I've never been inside of those, but I have heard good things. And then over here to the right is a neighborhood called Country Walk. So I'm going to link down below a blog post, and it's going to actually list out all of these neighborhoods for you guys. And of course, when you call, text, or email me as your realtor to help you make this move, I will definitely, you know, if this is an area of interest, I can, you know, give you more information on all of these neighborhoods and the homes that are within these neighborhoods. And then if we come over here past Fox Run, you'll see Caleb's Crossing. It says temporary closed, really weird. It's got a school, it's not a school, it's a townhome neighborhood. And these are really cute townhomes, 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom townhomes that you can find here. And then down past this is Lexington Place. This is one of the larger neighborhoods down this road, and yeah, that's a really great one. And then there's Shadow Lake. And then if you keep going down Harry Driggers, let's make it a little bit smaller. If you keep going down Harry Driggers, this is where you'll see the Glenn County Recreation Sports Complex. So this is the North Glen Sports Complex that I was telling you about earlier. So it is directly across the street from Carriage Gate, which is one of the larger neighborhoods, not only down this road, but in Brunswick. It's one of the more highly sought after neighborhoods, and this is where you can find a good mixture of new construction and established homes. So within Carriage Gate is another neighborhood. You see Alley Loop right here. This is another neighborhood within the neighborhood called Grace Crossing, and they have a little bit more affordable style of home. So Moxley Home is the main builder in this subdivision, and you can find around the 300,000s in Alley Loop, and then the rest of Carriage Gate is going to be more like the $400,000 and $500,000 range. And this is right next to two schools that are on this road. So we have C.B. Greer Elementary and Needwood Middle School. Both are some of the higher ranking schools for Glenn County. And then everything up and down this road is going to be zoned to Brunswick High School. We have two high schools in Glenn County, Brunswick High School and Glenn Academy. They are both near closer to the downtown area of Brunswick. But this particular zone is going to be Brunswick High School. And then again, C.B. Greer and Needwood are the two schools on this road. So if you want to bike, golf cart, potentially walk your children to school, then this is definitely, you know, an area that should be of interest, especially with North Glen Sports Complex right here if you have kids that are highly involved in sports. And then you keep going down just a little bit and there's another little neighborhood down here and another church. And then that ends into the road called 17. And I am not going to go any further than that because I really just wanted to show you guys this area of North Glen that has all of these neighborhoods up and down this road. So let me switch you back over. So there you have it. If you are relocating to Brunswick, Georgia for FLETC and you want to be within 5 minutes of the North Gate, you want to be by a park for your kids, you want to be close to the schools, and you want to be in a neighborhood, then definitely check out the North Glen area of Brunswick. Again, I'll link to everything down in the description box below if you want a more detailed write-up, if you're someone who likes to read. Otherwise, definitely reach out to me. So much more information on these neighborhoods if you just text me, call me. I am a mom, so texting will get me definitely the fastest. All of my information is down in the description box below. And if you need to know more about what it's like to live in Brunswick, Georgia, then watch this video right here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos about what it's like to live, work, eat, sleep, and play in the Golden Isles of Georgia.